July 4th, 1972. A day that should have been like any other Independence Day. Sparklers, laughter, the smell of gunpowder in the hot summer air. But for one group of kids in a small American town, it became something none of us would ever forget. We were teenagers, invincible, reckless, and drunk on the freedom that only a summer holiday can bring. Someone had gotten hold of a stash of fireworks, not the harmless little fountains sold at roadside stands. These were the real thing. M80s, cherry bombs, devices powerful enough to blow a tin can 20 feet into the air. No one asked where they came from. No one thought to ask. It started innocently enough. Bottle rockets launched from empty Coke bottles. Roman candles aimed at the darkening sky. The kind of pyrotechnic bravado that boys have engaged in since fireworks were invented. But then someone had an idea. What if we packed them together? What if we made something bigger? The fuse was short, dangerously short. Nobody measured it. Nobody thought about what would happen if someone's hand was still too close when it caught. And then, the world exploded. The blast was deafening. A concussive wave of heat and sound that hit you in the chest before your ears even registered the boom. Smoke billowed thick and acrid into the July air. For a split second, everything was silence. That terrible, ringing silence after something goes terribly wrong. Then came the screaming. One of us had been too close. Hands burned, eyes stinging. The celebration had become a catastrophe in the span of a heartbeat. Neighbors came running. Parents arrived with faces white as sheets. Someone called for an ambulance. The fireworks, what was left of them, lay scattered across the grass, like the remnants of a battlefield. In the days that followed, there were hospital visits, stern lectures, and the quiet, shameful reckoning of knowing that someone could have been killed. That we had been lucky, stupidly, undeservedly lucky. The injuries healed. The summer moved on. But July 4th was never quite the same after that. 54 years later, I still think about that afternoon. About the smell of the smoke, the sound of the blast, the look on my friend's face. We were young and foolish, the way the young always are. But that July 4th taught us something no classroom ever could. That a single moment of carelessness can change everything. Every year, when the fireworks light up the sky, I remember, and I am grateful. Grateful we made it out, grateful for the lesson written in fire and smoke, and the grace of surviving our own stupidity. Happy 4th of July. Be safe out there.